A way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. No score after one on EA Sports. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They fake the handoff. Now Brady on the move to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Their boy down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. To throw is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Brady going to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Succop's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The throw there by Brady, intended for Gronkowski, but incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st down, Brady. On the right side, this is Miller. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Suckup will put this one right through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A 1-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this 2nd half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the 2nd half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
On play action, now Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Brady on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Fournette, a first down carry, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Evans. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Watch 13. 13 is crossing. Check 13. Go bandit. Watch twins. Check it out.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Brady now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. Watch the run,
Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3 down, 3 down. Check motion, 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 motion.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
Here's Brady to throw. Flush to his right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks, but here he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's Lewis. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 36, Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are right back in this football game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On second down, it's Jones. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. fought for the lead. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go with Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Rodgers to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Brady to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it.